Hello my homies, one smart cat doing some Puppet Master the game, and I am so excited to be bringing you this video today. There has been a massive update to Puppet Master the game. If you've never seen Puppet Master the game before, this is a game being made by an incredibly small but incredibly talented dev team called October Games. Now when I say small, I'm talking about this dev team has like 2 or 3 people, and Puppet Master the game is their absolute love project. Like, they are doing everything for this game out of love for the franchise and wanting to make an amazing game based off of Puppet Master the series. That being said, Puppet Master isn't the only thing that's getting love from these devs, because this update is all about these guys right here. The demonic toys have been added to Puppet Master the game. They are the new faction that has finally arrived. They wanted these guys to be out in December. They weren't able to make that, but the fact that they are out now is absolutely amazing. This video is going to be an introduction video to these guys. I want to take a look at their character models real fast, and then we're going to go straight into each one of their executions. The reason I want to look at the character models first is because I absolutely love the character models in this game. They do an amazing job at making these models look so good. Here is baby Oopsie Daisy, looking absolutely fabulous. The Grizzly Teddy character model, very cute, very ferocious. Look at him. Mr. Static here, running around on his tank shreds and his double blasters. Absolutely love this little guy. This is Zombietoid. He may have not been in the movies for long, but you know what? It was long enough for him to make an appearance here. And I absolutely love him. I love the facial expression and just everything about him. Here in a little bit, we'll be able to hear his voice and everything as well. And I just love that this dude made it into the game. Also, the absolutely amazing Jack Attack. So Jack Attack does have a box form. I guess I could show you that through here real fast. Yeah, that doesn't really spoil anything. There's a box form for Jack Attack. He does have 2 forms in the game, both of which you'll see momentarily. And last but not least, Grizzly Teddy's alter ego, Monster Teddy. Look at this absolute beast. So this is the demonic toys dominator. So he's along the lines of Zootek and good old Decapitron. And Monster Teddy is able to do something that no other character is able to do in this game. And I mean, if you're able to read it, it says it right there on the top right. But we'll take a look at him and his door smashing here in just a bit. Let's jump to all of the executions. I'm going to take my character model out of the way, and let's just enjoy the executions right now.
Don't look now. Dipset.
Alrighty, now coming full circle, let's go back to baby Oopsie. I'm going to start going through each one of the new demonic toys. I'm going to show you their alternate skins, their emotes, and their move sets. That way you can have an idea of what each one of these characters are able to do. So we got baby Oopsie in front of us. This is the regular skin. There is a bloody Oopsie. There is a Oopsie from the Versus Doll Man posters. And then there is the burned Oopsie. Each of these skins looks absolutely fabulous. Look at how gross this fucking thing is. It's just, it's so good. We'll go back to the regular skin, check out some of the emotes that they have for Baby Oopsie. There's the regular point, little Baby Oopsie wave, some clapping. Baby Oopsie celebrating, love that big old grin. Baby Oopsie has to be able to flip the bird. Let's take a look at that again. Very nice, very nice. And then, along with flipping the bird, Baby Oopsie also has to... I mean, they gotta make it stinky, right? There has to be a stinky emote. As far as the abilities go, I really think the best thing to do is just to show them rather than talk about them. So let's jump back in. All right, here we are in Toulon's journal. This is a version of the game that you are able to play offline if you wish. Lets you run around, get used to each one of the quote-unquote puppet characters. You know, everybody that's in the game besides humans. Look at the model. Looks good, looks good. So when you have your knife out, you have a series of slash attacks. You also have a stab attack that you're able to hold. See the character model running around. Looks nice, looks nice. One of your abilities is a nice little dash. Oh, shit. You do have a small window of invulnerability and not being able to be ragdolled whenever you're doing that. Let's see if we can find the agent, shoot him with our gun. It does damage and it does knockback. Very nice, very nice. This is the medallion, trying to get to where he can't see me. So the medallion does two things. It lets you see enemies that are a certain distance around you. Eventually, see, he does disappear, so it doesn't go across the entire map. And that's just a passive ability that happens as long as you have the medallion out. So you can see in the hand right there. Now with the medallion, you can also see that on the bottom right, it has 8 charges. You can also use it to heal the other demonic toys. So Baby Oopsie has a lot of utility.
You, will you be my special friend?
Yeah, Baby Oopsie is going to be a lot of fun to play. All right, next up, jumping back over to Grizzly Teddy. They have the regular Grizzly Teddy skin. There is a bloody version, blood on the mouth, a little bit in the fur and on the claws. And then there is Black Bear. This skin looks so fucking cool. I am absolutely going to be getting it. I love the combination of black and neon green. That's like one of my favorite fucking things. Going back to regular Grizzly Teddy, let's check out some emotes. Grizzly is able to point. Nice little bear wave. A double bear wave. That's so fucking cute. And then last but not least, we have a nice big Teddy roar. So ferocious. So ferocious. All right, let's jump into the Teddy mechanics. We are in game. Looking good, Teddy, looking good. So with your claw attacks, you have basic slash attacks, along with a bite attack. Nom. It's so cute. Ability he has is being able to put down a bear trap. That does damage and keeps whoever falls into it in place for a couple of seconds. So It's good to put at doors, and whenever you're facing other puppets, you can put it inside vents and stuff like that. Very good, very good. Mr. Teddy also comes with a nice bat, as you can see here. The bat is wind up, so you can hold it and then eventually at a full charge swing it. If you just try to tap it, it doesn't do anything. You do have to actually bring it back and whop, hit somebody. It does damage and it does stun. Something good to know. Look at this guy running down the hall. Look at this guy. See if we can find the agent. Something good to know is both the claw attack and the bite attack do actually refill your health a little bit. So you do have a little bit of life steal. Let me jump to where the agent is. There he is. Come up to him. Bear trap. Bite him. Slap him. Come here. I'm gonna hit you with this bat. Yeah, open that door and run away. So those are the basics of the bear. The lifesteal is honestly really helpful to keep Grizzly in the fight. Very nice, very nice. Let's see. Ow. Let's see who's next. All right, little Mr. Static is next. This is the regular skin. Bloody Mr. Static. Burned Mr. Static. Chromed out Mr. Static. And last but not least, it's a gold Mr. Static. Now, his weapons stay the same, but you can change the color of the weapons on their own as well. So like they can be burned, bloody, chromed, or gold as well. You just have to put those on. Now, from what I can tell, Mr. Static does not have any emotes at the moment. That might be because he's probably his own character rig and everything. Him being a lot different from all the other demonic toys and puppets and totems that are in the game. But hopefully soon we will see Mr. Static Wave. Hopefully. Let's jump into what Mr. Static is able to actually do. All right, here we are with Mr. Static. Look at his little tank. His little tank treads. I fucking love him. Look at this little guy. It's absolutely wonderful. All right, so let's go ahead and open this door because one of his main abilities needs this door open. Now, he has the double blasters. This is his main form of attacking. Each one of those does like 5 damage, but they come out pretty quickly, and you're able to get a nice little barrage that goes all the way down any of the hallways and stuff like that. He also has a rocket that takes a little bit to get used to because it does have an arc to it. It does knockback and it does stun. And like I said, there is an arc to it. So like kind of have to aim up if you want it to go further down the hall. Now this is the only puppet, you know, in quotations puppet, that doesn't have a shift button in order to like go into running mode. The reason for that is because one of his abilities lets him go really fucking fast for a little while. Ooh, good hits. If he doesn't have his Q up, he is kind of slow, but whenever you do have your Q, you are zooming. So Mr. Static is relatively straightforward with the shooting, the rockets, and the zoomies, but he is a force to be reckoned with. You know, these shots and that rocket can displace a lot of people whenever you're facing other puppets. And as far as going after humans, you know, the fact that you're able to shoot all the way down the hall is very scary. But whenever the human tries to run, you know, as long as you have your Q, they're not going to get that far from you. So Mr. Static is very, very, very fun. Right. Who's next? Here is Zombietoid. I just can't get enough of this guy's fucking face. It's so good. It's so fucking good. And it doesn't change. It's just him eternally screaming. This is his base skin. He has a bloody skin. A bunch of blood just blasted across him. And then there is the dog face skin. So this gives him red eyes, changes his camouflage, gives him a new vest. Looks very, very cool. As far as the emotes go, the fact that his face doesn't change is just, it's so good. Like, imagine coming down a hall and you see this thing at the end of the hall and it's just like, hey, how's it going? Now, Zombietoid is one of my favorite new additions to the game. Let's check out what he's able to do. All right, this is the Zombietoid model. He has a machete starting off. You have slash attacks with the machete. And you also have this kind of stance with the machete where you put it out in front of you and you can actually run while doing this and then release it in order to attack with it. So very, very, very cool. If anybody has seen the movie with him in it, this is actually how he dies in the movie. Because he's running with his knife and he stabs a electrical socket. And that's the end of him. He also has a nice little dodge roll. This has the invulnerability. And besides the machete, snipe. He has a sniper rifle, battle rifle. You are able to hip fire this thing, but the aim from the hip fire isn't great. But it does have a laser sight, and that hits exactly wherever you are shining that. So Puppet Master now has a sniper, a dedicated real sniper in the game, and against human players you're able to get a lot of damage very quickly if you are able to, you know, get some headshots. Let's find the agent. There he is down the hall. Now the agent does not have the same amount of health as a regular player does, like a human player does, but the damage output for Zombietoid is still pretty good, even on like regular human players. So we got a sniper now. Next up we have Jack Attack. This is his base form. His bloody form, a lot of blood around the mouth, wonder why. Versus Doll Man poster version. Very, very cool looking, changing from the green to the blue. I don't know, it's just, it pops in a different way. Like, I really like that color change. And then last but not least is Black Jack, a very cool noir version of Mr. Jack Attack. I like this one as well. Honestly, I don't know which one of these I like the best. I'll probably go with Blackjack just because I like the aesthetic. He is able to get into his box, and the box itself does have a couple of skins. There's the regular one. This is a super clean version. The bloody version. The chrome version. And the gold version. So you are able to change your box and your actual, you know, body skin independently of each other. Very cool. He doesn't have any arms or legs or anything, so the only emote he has right now is the laughing emote. Perhaps we will get more eventually, but for right now, that's not too bad. Pretty scary, pretty scary. So what is Jack Attack able to do? Well, he plays a bit differently than a lot of the other quote-unquote puppets. Let's jump into it. All right, so this is Jack Attack. This is a model in the game. His main attack is a series of bites. Each one of these bites is actually a little stun whenever you hit with it. He also has a bit of a lunge that he's able to do if you hold your alternate attack button a little bit. His main form of moving around is sliding around like this. He can move a little bit faster if you put on the run animation, but he does actually have a completely different travel mode where he's able to slither very quickly. Oop, human trying to get me. He can move very quickly throughout the map. And the reason that he's able to move so quick, or one of the reasons why he's able to move so quick, let me get through this vent real fast. So he does have an alternate state, which is inside of the box. The box makes you move very slowly, but it also gives you access to pretty much one of his most powerful attacks. Let's see if we could actually get it here. He's an ambush character. So if you can set it up... Damn, I missed him. They have to be relatively close. But if you can set it up to where you're able to surprise somebody next to him. Come back over here. You can do a lot of damage with this. See, that it instant knocked him down right there. And that's kind of the way that you need to be playing with Jack. Like, you have to be using your movement speed. You have to be doing your bites in order to stagger your opponent and make it so that your other demonic toy buds can come and help you out. And once you start to know the maps and stuff, and you know like what the objectives are depending on what game mode you're playing, you have to set up some ambushes, get a little crazy, because this thing hurts a lot. And depending on the game mode, this can be super, super helpful. So he's a lot different than most of the other cast of the game, but I have a feeling that there are going to be some people that figure him out. And those people that figure this guy out are going to be very, very dangerous. All right. One more. Last but not least, we have the giant monster Teddy. This is regular old Were Teddy. Here we got the bloody version, which basically just kind of makes him a bit more shiny because he's already kind of like blood colored. So his face is shiny, his chest, his hands. You can see the blood on him. It's just very shiny. He also has a cosmetic called Black Bear. I mean, this just turns the shaders down on him immensely and like makes him a big scary black bear. That thing running down the hall at you would be absolutely fucking terrifying. His last skin is Space Monster. Bit of a different color scheme. Have him going with the blue, the green, and the red nails. Looks very cool. Going back to his regular skin, he does have access to a couple of emotes. There is the pointing emote, a roar emote, and an excited cheer emote. That's honestly horrifying too. And he's so big, he's literally outside of the screen here. Like, I don't have the top of this cut off. He's so massive that he's waving his hands outside of the screen. Let's take him in and see exactly how big this dude is. All right, look at this absolute unit. Look at this guy. He is huge. So like his little counterpart, he also has slash and a bite. It's fucking horrifying, I fucking swear. And that also does have life gain, just like Grizzly Teddy. Now, the big thing about this guy, who is already, you know, massively big, is his E is like a ground pound that you can do it to the humans, you can do it to the other puppets, and it does cause decent damage, and it does do a pretty long ragdoll effect. But if you do it to a door, yep, yeah, doors can be destroyed now. Only by this monster though. Nobody else is able to do that. You are able to break the doors using regular attacks, but it takes a while. Like, honestly, unless you have like nothing else to do, I wouldn't recommend doing it this way. But eventually you are able to do it. Now his other ability, his Q ability, helps him get around the map a little bit quicker. Look at that, man. That's absolutely horrifying. Like, imagine being a human, like, in a room or something. Oh, speaking of human, let's get a smash attack on this guy. Nice. Ooh, I got the door, too. So the thing that you need to know about this massive, big, giant monster teddy is he's not indestructible. Like, yes, he is very scary. He is very intimidating. But he's by no means indestructible. And guns hurt him a lot. He's a very big target. But, you know, being able to break down doors and transverse the map so quickly, he is a force to be reckoned with. So, you know, be wary if you're used to being able to hide behind doors, because this guy, he can smash through them. Pretty fucking cool. Pretty fucking scary. All right, so that is the introduction to the demonic toys for Puppet Master the game. You can see behind me gameplay of the new mode that has also come out with the demonic toys update. There's a 4v4 game mode that's called Puppet Wars, and as you can see, it's fucking insane. Like, it is so much fucking fun. You pick two factions, and the two factions have 4 members on each team, and you are able to pick whichever, you know, puppets, totems, demonic toys that you want to be, and it's just kind of like a free-for-all. You get XP for doing different things. You get XP for, you know, killing another puppet. There is a human NPC that's walking around. You get XP for executing them. Whenever the human NPC goes down and somebody's trying to do an execution, you can actually interrupt the execution in order to, you know, try to take it from them. Essentially, the NPC becomes like a fighting point, a point of contention in the match, because you go around just trying to, you know, kill the other puppets and all that stuff, but that doesn't give you a lot of XP. The thing that's going to give you the most XP is going after the NPC. I wanted this video to focus more on the demonic toys, so that's why I didn't really cover the new game mode as much, but I am definitely going to be having another video come out where I'm just doing this game mode and just having a blast. So expect that video to be out soon. If I'm able to, I might just stream this for a while, because usually whenever we get an update like this, they'll bring back a lot of the player base and there'll be a lot more games going on. If this is your first time seeing any of this stuff, Puppet Master is free on Steam. All the game modes are free. All of the characters are free. The only thing that you have to pay for if you want to is extra cosmetics. And the reason I say extra cosmetics is because the game actually has a lot of cosmetics that you're able to earn just by playing the game. You know, playing the game gives you XP, and you can use that XP to get a bunch of the skins that are in the game for free, you know, just by playing the game. If you want to give the game a try, I highly, highly recommend it. I think it is a load of fun. And also, you can go to October Games Discord. A lot of us are in there. We talk about, you know, full moon movies. We talk about Puppet Master. We talk about a bunch of random stuff, honestly. But either way, that is it for this video. Hopefully you enjoyed it. Hopefully I see you in another one of my videos, and we